Dragons! So I am here to start another reading vlog. So I make lists at the start of every single year that tell me what I should be reading, what are my priorities. This reading year has been a bit of a hot mess express, and I really did neglect my list. So I am still doing Bucketathon with Danny from Danny Dabbles, and I landed on the physical read square. So I think what I'm gonna do is, and I also have I could read something on an e-reader. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick 2 books from my list, focusing on my physical TBR, a book that I could get off my physical TBR that are on one of these lists that I haven't read yet. So I have 4 lists. I have my NetGalley, I have my ARC TBR, I have my 5-star read prediction, and I have my backlist and my self-destruct. So we are going to do... I'm here to say I just decided to choose at random. So there was really no rhyme and reason. I sort of did choose them from 2 pages. But because I'm a couple different lists, but because I'm traveling, it could change. There's probably going to be a lot of books in this vlog. And it's also going to include some of my Yallfest footage. So it's going to be a random picks of books from these lists. And I will tell you where the books came from and what list they are on as I start reading them. But it's going to be a bit of a hodgepodge of a vlog. I hope you guys like that. And this actually may work out because it is an ebook, and I am going to be reading ebooks for the latter half of this week because I am traveling. So I think I'm going to pick up A Spell to Wake the Dead. So, okay, that is one option. So that will be a book off of my 25 books I think I will read and love. All right, I think the audiobook I'm going to pick up is To Heaven to Heist by Sarah Dossi. I will attach a photo of that book here. Big Dragon, sorry for the bad lighting. I really am sorry. But I am going to get my camera fixed because I am off tomorrow. So I didn't wind up getting a ton of reading done, but I did wind up getting up to 31% in A Spell to Wake the Dead by, I'll attach a photo of it somewhere. I am really liking this book. This book is a very, very quick read. So you follow 2 characters, and they are into the witchy and the occult, and they find a dead body, and then the spirits are kind of hunting them or speaking to them to kind of uncover what is happening. I am really, really enjoying it. I want to just keep reading it, which I'm probably what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to go watch The Hills and just rewatch that. But I also did start To Heaven to Heist by Sarah Dossi. I literally read a chapter and I loved it, but I feel like I need to re-listen to it when I'm slower. Monday's not a good listening day. I don't have a lot of listening time. I really have 1 period off, and I have other periods off, but it's just not a period I did. It has a lot of listening. And then tomorrow I'm off, and then Thursday I might actually get a lot of listening done because it's parent teacher conferences, and I feel like once I start this book I will make a lot of progress. So the plan is for tonight is to focus on that book, and then tomorrow the goal is to read 2 sections of this because I am home tomorrow. It is gonna be freaking cold tomorrow, so I don't know how much I'm gonna make it out and go places, but I do have to go get my camera fixed. So yeah, that is the plan. Today was interesting. The show is finally coming together, which is nice. I'm excited for that. I'm also prepping for Yallfest. There's so many flight issues. I'm just hoping I could get there and get back. That's it. But yeah, I'm going to call my friend Kelly tonight, and we're going to kind of talk through plans for the trip. But hopefully by tonight I can get to 50% in that book. It's a very, very quick read, and honestly, I will probably fly through it, but I really do want to make some progress on this. What I think I'm going to do for my next vlog when I'm traveling is I'm just going to try to get through a bunch of e-arcs because I do have a lot of time, and I know I'm probably going to have to charge my Kindle and bring both my Kindles because there is going to be a lot of delays. I know that going in, and I'm probably going to need to have both my Kindles, so I'm probably going to charge those and have them both charged. But yeah, all right. I am liking that book. I'm about 31%, and when I get to 50, I'll give you guys an update, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, book friends. Hi, book dragons. It is Tuesday, and I am going back to my book. I didn't want to finishing up my other vlog. This vlog is just going to be kind of a mix of me reading and me traveling. It's probably going to be a little bit of reading, but honestly, I'm going to be doing most of my reading when I am traveling So you probably get a bunch of updates today and tomorrow, and then Thursday you're gonna get no updates because that's parent-teacher conferences, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday you'll probably get some vlog clips like as I'm traveling. You're gonna see a lot of Yallfest. Hopefully things go according to plan. Keep your fingers crossed for me. You were watching this in the past, so at the end I'll tell you all the hot and gory details, but we are in the middle of a government shutdown and that does affect air traffic controllers, and I am just, this is my one like treat trip that I do every year for bookish events. Like, I normally don't travel this far for anything, but I really do like going to this event. I think I misspoke. I'm meeting up with my friend Kari in Charleston, and she and her husband are my buddies. So tomorrow I am going to make some listening progress on this. It is a romantic comedy. It was on one of my lists. Also, the Goodreads Choice Awards did just come out, so if I do decide to pick up one of those books, I have a lot of options, and I'm just going to kind of focus this week on reading some e-arcs that I have. The Goodreads Choice Awards did just come out, so I am basically going to be focusing on books that are in that if I have the e-arc, because I'm not trying to bring any physical books with me. I am bringing a couple of physical books because the authors are going to be there, so if we get stuck somewhere and I need a book, I'm probably going to bring a couple of them, and we'll talk about that maybe tomorrow when I'm packing. Alright, I'm going to go read A Spell to Wake the Dead, and when I have an update for you, I will give it. If I get up to 50% tonight, I'll probably give you like another update. But yeah, I'm happy that I got my camera fixed, and then my old camera, the one that had no light, is gonna go to Charleston with me because I can at least use it when I'm out in the light, and that's the goal. So I will talk to you guys when I have an update for either To Heaven to Heist or A Spell to Wake the Dead. Bye, book friends. It is the second day of Yallfest, but the first day that has all the chaos. So we are in line for Wednesday, and my goal for today is to do Wednesday, underline Simon, and maybe Fears. That all may not happen, but I'm in line to get Wednesday because they have Allison Saff new book, and Saturday reads, which is very exciting. I really want to get Red Star Rebels from Underline. I'm just hoping that when I get over there, I still will be able to get in that line. That one doesn't start till 9:30. But let me just show you. I'm here with my friend Kari, and her husband's in another line to get the Rachel Griffin arc, which I didn't get yesterday, but that's okay. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update. When we're like settled in another line, I'll give you guys like an update and see what tickets we got and all that other fun stuff. It also looks a little bit different this year, so I will keep you guys apprised of the situation. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hi, Book Dragons. I'm back. So I am in line for another Penguin Teen book. I did wind up getting Red Star Rebels. I got my 2 tickets for my Wednesday books. And I got another science fiction book because I bought one to get it. So maybe we'll be doing a sci-fi vlog upcoming because I actually have quite a few. But this is the book I got most recently. I bought a book to get arc. And now we're waiting to see if we're going to get into the underline Carnival panel, which it's a little bit stressful if we don't get into it, but it's not the end of the world. But friend Kari's in that line for me, so I'll check in when I have more updates. Bye. Hi, Book Dragons. I just want to do a quick update. We did wind up getting a few things. We missed out on the Carnival thing, but can't get everything. We wound up getting a few more arcs. Now we're waiting to do the end part of the day. I hope I can get a Penguin Teen arc, and then hopefully get Thorn Queen, and then go get Saturday books, which we have a ticket for, so that should be easy. Hope I can snag Graceless Heart by Isabella Bañez. We will see, but I will keep you guys updated. Bye. Hi, Book Dragons. I just want to do a quick update. I did end up coming home from Charleston. I just got home. I took an early flight. So let's do a little bit of a reading update. I do want to finishing 2 books in this vlog. I finished A Spell to Wake the Dead. I will have attached a photo of that book here. Quick read. I read it mostly on the plane when I was going there, and then honestly I didn't read a ton when I was there, but I have a lot of things to read now, which is super exciting. It is a very like quick witchy thriller that has occult vibes. It's an older book. It was on one of my lists, which is why it got put into this video. I also thought there was maybe a chance it would have got for the Goodreads Choice Awards because it did have some popularity at the early part of the year, but then it kind of died away. But I did like it. It was fun. It was quick. Not super memorable, but I'm happy that I got around to it. And I also read To Heaven to Heist by Sarah Desai. This is a romantic comedy with a heist or a suspense element, and you basically follow a character who is trying to save her best friend. Her best friend is like a white hacker. She like does all this stuff, but she is kind of accused of a crime, and she has to kind of team up with a group of misfits to kind of save the day, and they do a heist to kind of put her in the clear. I like this book. It was fun. It was something, it was like not super memorable, but as I was running errands back and forth, I was able to finish it. I had to do a lot of walking on Friday, and I was by myself most of Friday. Like I wasn't with my friends, so I did wind up finishing this. So kind of let's go through Yallfest. So on Yallfest day one, I actually had no train issues. I was so frightened I was gonna have a lot of train issues, but I didn't wind up having a lot of train issues. So my friend Kari got a ticket to the Fierce Friday. So I gave her the House Sapphire, which I'm actually currently reading because it is a Goodreads Choice Award finalist, and she got this one signed for me from Marissa Meyer. Her event also had The Floating World by Axio, so I got this one signed. I didn't meet her, but she did sign my book, and these were all pre-signed as well. And then she also got me C.L. Herman to sign A Fate So Cold because I had Amanda Foodie earlier. So these are the books that she got signed. And then because we split up, we like met halfway, and she did and then I met Allison Saft, and I got my Wings of Starlight signed. And then I also met Rachel Griffin, and I got my Nature of Witches signed. I don't think I have any books signed by her. I didn't bring any of mine either, so I bought this at the Blue Bicycle just to kind of have one personalized because this is my favorite book that she wrote. And then I also did a signing for an ARC, but I'll show that to you in a little bit. So yeah, that was Friday. We went out to dinner. It was super fun. And then we also did the signing, which I'll talk about, but yeah, I'm gonna do a haul, and then I'm gonna kind of tell you guys where I got all these books, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about my thoughts and my feelings and my overall thoughts of Yallfest. This is it's either my third or my fourth year going. I think it's my third year going. Yeah, and this is my second year hanging out with my friend, or maybe it's my fourth year going. Yeah, it's my fourth year going, because my first year I hung out with my friend Stephanie and Erin, and then the second year I was there, I hung out with Kari and her husbands. I met them. Last year we hung out together officially, and this is the third year of us hanging out. So I think we're going on our fourth year. I'm gonna get to see her and her husband when we go to Love You All in February, but we had a very, very fun time. So yeah, Friday was very, very jam-packed, but yeah, let's get into the haul. So in order, one of the first things I did was I got a ticket for A Stage Set for Villains by Shannon J. Spann. This is a Mayhem book. It's an Entangled imprint, and she was signing her ARC. It comes out in February, and it is a theater-based story, and yeah, I'm very excited. We had a bookmark, we had these little, she had a stamp. I'm a theater kid, and I teach theater, so I'm really excited for this one. It is a little bit chunky, and I would really like to get around to this, but she was very, very sweet. If I can remember, I will attach the photos that people took. I never take photos, but I will attach. But I got to meet a couple of authors, and she was one that I was super excited about. So if you've never been to Yallfest, it has changed a lot. Not a lot, but it has changed in the past couple of years. So me and my friends, we left our hotel at about 5 o'clock, and we were in line by like 5:15. So we started off, basically every big publisher this year was having a line in the morning. Simon was having a line to get their big ticket giveaways, which I never really found out what they were. I didn't find out. I think my friend will have to tell me because her husband did those, and I had a lot of the books from Comic-Con. Basically how I do it is I like figure out what books are gonna, what new books are gonna be dropped at Comic-Con or at Yallfest, and I tend to do those, and then I just forget about the books that I already have, and I did give those to Kari's husband. So that's how we divvy it up. And we had a choice to make. We could either go in the source books lines and try to get Rachel Griffin's new book, which I really wanted, but I knew there was no way I was going to be able to do all the things. And I know that Kari's going to get those. If I really, 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 really want to read those, I can see if she'll trade me for them. So me and Kari, we decided we were going to go in the Wednesday book line. The ARCs drops were just a bit more interesting to us. Forget about Fierce. Pray we can get to Underline, because that had a book I really, really wanted, and kind of go from there. So that was the plan that we had. So we started in the Fierce Freed line, We got the 2 tickets we wanted. Then we went over to Underline and we had a rather good day, like objectively speaking. But yeah, let's get into the books, what I got, and my thoughts. So the first book I got, I was so excited for, was Red Star Rebels by Amy Kaufman. This was the second drop, well, the first official drop we did, and it is her new science fiction book. It's coming out in February. This was the one I really, really wanted, and I was so happy that I got it. So yeah, this will be an early, like a late 2025 read. I may wait to 2026, but I'm very excited for this one. She hasn't wrote sci-fi by herself in ever, so, and it's like a very, very quick book. So I'm excited for this one. So that was how I got this one, and it was like an aesthetic vibe. They had a couple of books. I honestly wanted them all, but this was the one that I went for the priority. And then at the end of the day, a lot of the people were like, you know, putting out books that like they had extras of. So one drop I didn't get to do at all. It was the early one, and I was like, I don't need any. But this one, I said it when I saw it on the table and I saw it had dragons, I decided to pick it up. So it's by Her Hidden Fire. How far will you go to empower the one that you love? In a world where dragons soar through the skies and magical abilities are an elite privilege, the ruling family's a knife edge. Can the son alone prove it that he can channel magic, or will his entire family be cast out in disgrace? So yeah, this one comes out in March, and it has dragons in it. So I'm really excited for this one as well. And then I wasn't that successful with Source because I did miss that drop in the morning, but I did wind up winning a giveaway. They had like a code. So I won Burn the Kingdom Down by Addie Thorley, which comes out in April. And this is a book, an action-packed enemies to lovers fantasy filled with romance that will leave you breathless, betrayals that will rip your heart out, and a princess who will stop at nothing but revenge. This cover is really, really pretty. So I was happy I won one. I never really win anything. But also they did have a drop where you had to like pick your, I guess, like pick your vibe. So I did Gods and Comics by Kat Cho because I like Kat Cho, and I also do like gods and goddesses, and you know, that's a very, very fun trope. So I don't know, I think it's about like she like writes a story about gods and then she kind of gets involved in that world. Maybe that world comes to life. I don't actually know, but it comes out in April. And then there was a thriller giveaway that my friend Kari kind of dragged me in line for. So we did what we did to survive, and this is The Sunburn Was Lisa for Worries. I think they go on a vacation and someone goes missing, I think. So I haven't read anything by this author in the present, but I do have a couple of her books. She's a very, very big Source popular author. And then I wound up getting, for one of the romances where you like pick like a pop. Sometimes they do random things that like don't always get you the book you want, but this one I did want. It says Meet Me Under the Lights by Cassie Miller. It is another theater themed book about a lighting designer who winds up dating the like a baseball player, but I think they're mortal enemies, I think, as well. This one comes out in March as well. So this is the one that I was looking for. And then my friend's husband, so thank you so much, Daniel. He stood in line and got me the Thorn Queen by Sasha Payton Smith. He was a godsend because I would not have got back to this arc, and he is stubborn when he wants to be. So I got this book. I'm very excited, and I hope to read it. I really did like The Rose Bargain when I read it. So yeah, that is stack 1, and now let's get into stack 2. Another thriller that I did is Most Likely to Murder by Alicia McBride. Your books are prologues turn deadly in this darkly funny YA thriller. It comes out in March. And yeah, I'm excited for this one. I sometimes need a good thriller palette cleanser. So yeah, I also actually got 2 of these. So one is going to go to my my librarian. But Rihanna Johnson's Great Leap by Julie Tew. This is a space adventure for kids, and I do have a lot of space themed books. So this one was just actually they were just dropping this, and then she later was signing. So I think I kept the signed one and gave the kids the other one, but this is one that I am interested in. And then the Saturday books that we got, we did like 2, choose 2 for Saturday books. I got Stranger Things Have Happened by Casey West. I really did like her adult debut, so this one is another one that I did really excited for. This one comes out in April. And then the Thing in Our Bag was Darkening Shore by Delphine Sowden, and this is a thriller about the music industry. which is interesting and different. So I'm excited for that one as well. I really wanted this one, but I didn't get Graceless Hearts, but that's okay. And then one of my tickets, my other ticket from Wednesday, was Immortal Game by Allison Saft, and I really, really, really want to read this. This doesn't come out till August, so I have quite a long time for this, but I really do want to read it. I have had some issues with Allison Saft's books in the past, but I did really like Wing of Starlight, so I'm willing to give it a chance. So yeah. And then as I said before, I wasn't planning on getting in the Fierce Read line, but someone I was in line with didn't have time to go to this, so I got a copy of The Heirs by Farah Abdick Amidi, and it reminds me of the Inheritance Game, and I really, really do want to read this one. It comes out in, I have no idea. Oh yeah, it comes, oh my god, this doesn't come out until June. Jeez. Okay. So, and then I also bought a book. I bought The Demon in the Light. They always do like buy a book, get an ARC, and the only one that I was interested in is If All the Stars Go Dark. So this one was one that I bought, but I bought The Demon in the Light. So that was a buy-in book that I bought. And then I also got Brooke Archer's new book, A Song in the Dark. I really want to read this. I really want to read Hearts Beating because that reminds me of The Last of Us, which is my favorite show of the year. I really do love that show. And then my friend Kari got 2 of these, so she gave it to me. So Love Goes Viral by Camel Stutch, Alexandra Berman, and Estelle Leroy. And I just think, I don't know what this book's about. I guess it's like a story with like a bunch of different point of views written by 3 authors. So that's actually interesting. And then the last drop that we did is All We Want's Hard by Kate Upperman, and this is a thriller or just a romance from Source. So yeah, and then I bought a book in the airport on the way home. I bought And Then There Was You because it had a little Italian greyhound on the cover. I will say this year, I think there was less drops, but more books that you wanted. So like, I had a very successful Yallfest. Like, I had a very, very fun time. The only thing that I wish that had been handled like a little bit differently is the carnival, the event that they had that had a lot of big titles, and it was very, very exclusive, very, very hard to get tickets, and I almost think they could have handled that a little bit better, and I think that they could have been a bit honest about how many tickets there were. So sometimes these events, like, they try to keep stuff secret and then they keep it too secret so you don't actually know what is happening or how to get stuff. So that was the only event that I missed. And also with the Saturday books, I wish they had been a bit honest about what they were giving out and how we were choosing it. But yeah, overall, if you're going to go to Yallfest, I really do recommend it. It is a fun time. It's just super fun, but you have to go in with super low expectations because everyone is trying to get the same exact thing. And I think if you do have another person, I think it is more helpful because you're guaranteed to do more things. But I still got like 20 books just by myself. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you've ever gone to a book event. My next book event is going to be a book signing, which I've never actually been to before, like an official book signing, so that will be super fun. I hope you like this little haul vlog video. I didn't get nearly as much footage this time as I have in the past. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and I'll be back with another video soon where we are talking about Goodreads Choice Awards. Alright, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, friends.